Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. I'm very, very excited you're here with me today. Of course, I'm always excited and happy you're here. I want to welcome each and every one of you and thank you all for coming and watching, for subscribing, for liking, giving me thumbs up. Those things help me so much, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and I love you all. Welcome to my brand new subscribers and those who are watching for the first time. I am especially excited that you're here to see what you think, to see if you want to join our little community here and be part of our little group. Okay, you guys, because those of you who watch my videos on a regular basis, there's a couple of things. You know what's going on in my shop. You're the first to hear about any new products. You're the first to see anything new I make and am going to sell. You see all of my ideas and my process. And you, because you comment and you watch and you like and you're subscribed, you get to win things like journals and folios and all kinds of fun things, right? Because I don't announce it to the general public. I only let you guys know when I'm giving away something. So it really pays to watch and subscribe. So thanks, everyone. You mean everything to me. We're having a little love fest here today before we get going. Okay, so we're going to have a little fun crafty session today. Excuse the arm there. Some things were falling down onto the desk and I didn't want them to get in camera view. So today we're going to make some fun pockets, and don't ignore these just for a minute. They're just something that I may use. They're already put together and I may use them in this project. We'll see. So I'm gonna set those off to the side for a minute. I've got all kinds of goodies here to play with. These are to put in our pockets, and of course I did not cut them out because I didn't have time. I may have some already pre-cut. So what I might do is, let me look up on my shelf. I just don't know if I can reach them without knocking my camera down. I think I have some of these already pre-cut, so if I do, that'll save us some time. So we will see, right? So that's all part of this project, but I am going to set it off to the side and then keep our little workspace here. Now let me see what I've got. Oh yeah, you really see those, don't you? You see them no matter where I put them. Okay, well, I'll put them up there for a minute. No, I don't want to do that. They all just fell down. Okay, well, that wasn't a good idea. Oh, gosh. Okay, so how is everybody? How are you? Are you good? Is everybody happy and safe and healthy and no issues? I hope. Okay, so I'm kind of trying to figure out where I'm at. Yeah, I've been having trouble with the arm on this camera, so it keeps wanting to fall down. It changes location on me. We could be in the middle and pretty soon it'll be, I don't know what you'll see. It could be quite embarrassing. Anyhow, alrighty, so we're going to make a project and we're going to use envelopes. Now you can, let me just move all, these are all things I want to use to decorate and stuff, so set this off to the side too. What we're going to use is an envelope. These are standard little envelopes, I think pretty much everywhere. This one's 6.5 inches by 3.5, I'm gonna say 6.5 by 3.5. Standard little envelope. Now you could use a long one if you would like, or you can use these shorter ones. It's up to you. These are coffee dyed. I get these from Emily at Vintage Polka Dot Shop because I don't have time to coffee dye. I know how. I've done it many times. I have a few in my stash, but I'd rather give the business to my friend Emily. And I order these from her by the truckload because I use them for everything. You can just use a plain white envelope. You can get them at Dollar Tree or Target or your pharmacy. A lot of places have them. Hold on, I was looking for my box of them. Now, you can use them in any color you want. You can use white. It's totally up to you, right? So, like, you could use one of these little white ones. And that would be fine too. And this is just the ones I've been getting at Dollar Tree lately. They changed their branding, right? So what we want to do today is we're going to make some cute little pocket tags. I think these will be fun. I saw these quite a long time ago, and then I saw them again. Someone else was doing them. So I thought, well, maybe it'd be a good time for me to do some. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to close these envelopes up. Of course, I'm not going to lick these because they probably, well, I can see they have no glue from being coffee dyed. I like all the different colors and the variations. It makes them more for what I do, vintage work. But if you like contemporary work, or something else. I mean, I know there's steampunk and there's all kinds of different styles, so kind of just depends what you want. There's also, this would probably be a good one for shabby chic if you're going to do a white one, right? So, okay. Now, the next thing you want to do is the gals, one or both, I can't remember, rip the ends of the envelopes open. Now, I personally, it bothers my hand, something fierce, and I'm having some nerve pain in this hand, and I'm hoping against hope it is not shingles. It's my left hand, and the left side of the body is what gets shingles. So, first thing I'm going to do is, normally you can rip these. You can use a ruler, or if you have the Tim Holtz decal edge, you just cut them open, okay? So, let me show you. I'm going to do them all because I'm planning to make them all today. Hopefully we have time. We'll see. I don't worry too much if it's consistent or not, because the way we're going to fold these, it doesn't matter, right? So, let me just get these. You don't want to cut too far in. Okay, there. Oh, I missed one. These are really a great little gift thing, too. It was also suggested that you could put them on a Christmas tree. I don't know that I would do that, but we'll see. Okay, so I can put that away. I'm done with that. Now, the next thing you want to do is, this is what we're making. And I'll show you. Now, I am using these images, but you can use flowers. You could use bugs, birds, trees, you know, steampunk stuff, whatever you're into, roses. So what we want to do is we want to see how these are all, this is the flap of the envelope. Now, this is my recommendation, is that the flap is on the inside. And we're going to take and we're going to fold it, but we're going to leave a little space. And I'm going to say that's probably 1/4 inch. Let me get my, let me see if that's 1/4 inch that I've left there. Yeah, right around 1/4 to 1/2 inch. You pick how big a lip you would like. Excuse me. So let's go like this. I'd like a little bigger one on that one. Okay, so there's those two. Now, if you want the grungy look, but you don't have coffee dye paper and you don't want to buy any or do any, you can just use your distress inks and just go all over it with a brush, right? So what I will do is, I don't want another dark one. So why don't I show you what I mean by using a lighter one, okay? Now, so what I mean is, we would take this and we'd put it in there, and we would go all around the edges. Let's see if we can get any ink on here. This is a big brush. I probably should have got a smaller one, because I think this bigger one's hard to get. I notice it doesn't put the ink on very well. Oh, maybe I'll wash that one after. I'm having to push down on that so hard. Let me see if I can find my medium. Where's my medium brush? Oh, let's try one of these. I try to keep these clean, so hopefully it didn't just... There we go. I'm getting a little bit more. This is a brand new ink pad, so I know it has ink. See how we're getting that lovely pink look? This would be for like a shabby chic one, if you're into shabby chic. Maybe red or green if you're going to do a Christmas one. Now, you could stack your stash with these if you wanted to do that. I'm not labeling this as a stack your stash, but it kind of just depends on you and what you want to do to get that. Then I think I would take my little dauber and do my edges to get something a bit more sharp on the edges so I can see that pink, right? Hopefully you can see this okay. And you're not going to see the inside too much. Well, it depends on what you do with it, I guess. Okay, so that just shows you how you would get this, right? I want to get this off this brush, so let's use as much of it as we can. And I'll clean these after with a wet one. There we go. So yeah, I wanted to get a lot of that off there. I'll clean those at the end of the day. I just wipe them down with my wet one cloth, and it usually takes all the ink off. Okay, so in this case, we would fold it so you can see that pretty pink right there. And your pocket is here and here. So because we've opened up both ends, right? So if you don't want it white on the inside, just use a little ink there. All right. So let's see. We've done them all. Oh, one more. Okay. I might save this one as a Christmas one. This might be fun to do one of these in a Christmas one. Oh, yeah. No. Upside down. Okay. Let's do it that way. Yeah, this don't want to fold that well. Once you coffee dye in these envelopes, I notice it makes them a lot stiffer, which I do like because it gives it some good body, right? So we do want that. All right, let's go like this. If you're not an inker, then you don't have to worry about any of what I just said. Totally up to you. I will always show the inked version because, you know, that's what I like best. And I am, because I cut the ends of these beautiful envelopes off and cut off all the coffee dye, I am going to go back over it with a little bit of ink, right? So I won't do too heavy on this one, I don't think, because this would be my Christmas one, but I do vintage Christmas and Victorian Christmas, so that would be okay, right? I'm going to set that aside because that's to remind me that I want to do that. And then we have this one. Well, let's see, which one's the lighter? Oh, that's really the lighter one. I'll keep that one for Christmas. But I'm going to ink them all up because I don't want to have to do them later, right? So I am getting a little bit of things to use for different projects. Right? And you'll see why I'm inking it in just a minute. This is part of the step, the process. This is my process. And I'll probably, you know, ink until up just one day I decide I don't like doing it anymore. But I don't know. I just feel like it's part of what I do, so I don't think much about it. Someone asked, why do you do it? Well, for dimension, all kinds of reasons. And aging. And, you know, to frame it. All right, now we have all these lovely little pieces. This is the first one I think I started with. Now what I did is you can use whatever image you want. I have these lovely ladies. So what I want to do is I want to put them on here. And I'm going to, I pick something. You want to pick one, even if it's a straight one, you want to create a bit of a tag top. I wanted to say that very slowly, a tag top. And we're going to glue that on there. Okay. And we're going to get fairly close to the edge, the fold. And I didn't pull everything out onto my desk today because it just gets to be crazy when you do that. Now I want to get close to the thing, but not all the way in there. I'm going to pull it back a little. Now I've left a little space at the bottom, so if I want to add some lace or something, you can see a little bit of it sticking out. You could pull that in if you really didn't, if you wanted it to be closer. Of course, now I've ripped that a little bit, so let me, a little bit of a slow start today. Sorry about that. We'll get there. Takes me a minute, as you know. There we go. I need to leave my, so that when you open this, you could see the inside. Now, you could close it up if you didn't want to see the inside, but that would be silly to use a beautiful picture like that and not see it, right? So we definitely want to see it. Then I want to put another image on the front, which I believe I have here. Yep, I do. And I'm going to want to round the corners on this, just for my personal thing. Trying not to sniffle. Allergies are crazy. I used everything before I started the video, but it's not helping. All right, then we have this beautiful piece right here. Now we could add lace or whatever we want, or we can just put that on. But I think for right now, I will just glue it on. And we can add other goodies to it, right? So, and we will. It's funny, you know, you guys, I read every comment, right? And I read them very carefully and, you know, try to respond. Maybe not with anything lengthy unless it's, you know, something that would require a conversation. Or someone's asked a question or something. But I had to laugh because someone said something to me and said, oh, you know, you should blah, blah, blah. And I said, I did. You didn't watch it all the way through. So I know when you don't watch a video all the way through, because a lot of times you'll make a comment, someone will make a comment and you're like, I already addressed that in the video. Did you not notice? So funny, you guys. You're so funny. Give yourselves away. All right, so now we could, this point we would decorate or fill it with goodies. And for me, I think I would put a little lace here and a little lace there, maybe some on the bottom. But the one thing I would want to do is to put a little hole at the top, because that is what makes it the tag pocket, right? So now we've got this spot here. So it's like, do we want that there, or do we want to put something else there? And I think I would like to put another paper there, just because I don't think I want to see the whole, like this whole little bit of envelope. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but I have some embossed papers here. Ooh, that music paper would be lovely. I think I'll do the embossed music paper right on this edge here. So, do I want it at the top or the bottom? All right, and then let's see. Yeah, I think I know where I want to cut it at. Because, you know, I want to be able to use this. There we go. And then I'm going to ink this, because I ink. And it's very cool on the embossed papers. Now, you could leave that with a plain paper to write on, right? But for me, I think that the writing would be best coming from what's in the pockets. But it's totally up to you when you're doing this as to what you want to put on that inside. So, my poor little granddaughter, Jolene's youngest of the two, has gotten, she went to a big trip to Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, spent the whole day there on rides, screaming and hollering, having a good day, and then Monday she came down with a fever and sick as a dog. Poor thing, sore throat, body aches, the usual, poor thing. So we were supposed to see him Sunday, but I wasn't feeling great. Good thing we didn't, because I probably would have got what she has. I get everything. So, you know, whenever the kids are sick, we just kind of go wide berth from Jolene and everyone. We stay away from them because we don't need to be sick. We're dealing with shingles. That's enough. Thank you. So, okay, so that's all covered. Isn't that a cute little piece? Now, this I feel like needs a little hole. And maybe with the hole, we would do a... Before I put the hole there, let's get one of our little enforcers. Where are my hole enforcers? I know they're here. All right, come on now. You guys are hiding from me. Or I've already pulled it out to use in a project, and it's not here on my desk, which it doesn't appear to be here on my desk. Well, that's frustrating. Okay, hold on a minute. I think it's over here behind me, in a pile of those envelopes. Oh, goodness. Where are my hole reinforcers? Okay, well, I've got piles and piles of stuff all around me. I've got so many projects going. It's berserk. Let's do then just a regular one. Let me find my... There we go. I'll just use the package kind. You know, the ones that I pre-color. I could use pink, or I could use one. It's just there's so much. Well, they're not so much bigger, but they're a little bit bigger. So let's put that right in the middle there. And then I'll make the hole to go with it. I don't know if this one's big enough though. Yeah, I think this one has a bigger hole. Let's see if this gives me a better one. Yeah, this one's exactly the size of those hole reinforcers. So yeah, this one's not quite as big, which is fine. It works great for what it needs to work for, right? So there you go. All right, now there we go. And so you can put a little ribbon or thread or whatever you want through there. Ow. Ow, I just cut my hand on that. Ooh, that's a sharp one. Ouch. Hope I don't bleed on everything. Okay, so let's do now. I mean, I have words. I have all kinds of fun things that we could put on here if we needed to. And I don't know. I think I'm okay with how it is for the moment. I don't think I want to add anything else. But I do have pieces to go into the pockets. So that was part of what I was looking for. Okay, I made a lot of these with just stamps, right? So I thought it might be fun to pop some of those in there. This one looks like it's on a heavier card. It is. Oh, yes, yes, yes. That would be cute in one of the pockets. Very feminine, very part of the whole thing, right? Oh, those are too big for the other pockets. What about one of these? Are these all too big? I stamp and I make these so that I can use them in things, but these all seem too big. Oh, bummer. I don't think I have anything small enough for these pockets. If I want to fold them in half, I could fold them though. Okay, so none of that. Well, that wasn't the idea that I thought it was going to be. I thought these would just fit right in there. No. Oh, I love my Tiffany & Co. stamp. Oh, it's like my favorite stamp ever. No, none of these are going to fit in there. These are all too big for these tiny little pockets. I think if I was using a bigger envelope, it would be fabulous, right? So you could do this with any size envelope. You really can. So none of those are going to fit. So that means we are going to go to this one in a minute. Let me just round this. I heard sirens again today. Jeez, some days it's quiet, other days it's just like nonstop all day. Kind of makes you nervous, you know. All right, so we could add this to the pocket. And we could open up here and see if we have any little ones that we like. Or if it's just all pretty much, you know, I'm kind of looking for the ones I see here. I kind of like these. Why don't we just cut a couple of these out? I mean, I know that's, I think there's some in here probably. I don't know. Let's just cut a couple out. And it's already pink on the back, so these are ready to go. They don't have to be, this is the 44-pound like cardstock. So I thought we would decorate one kind of completely, and then we'll go ahead and work on the others, right? And then we can see how far we get. I just thought this was a fun little easy project for you to do. You could do this while you're watching TV or talking on the phone. I get a lot of stuff done when I'm on the phone. I really do. Gosh, guys, I don't know if you can hear those sirens. I hope not. It's really crazy today. But I live at the fire department, the hospital, and the helipad. So, oh, and the ambulance bay where the ambulances live. So, no, that's something big. Probably an accident or a fire. We don't have too many fires here, but we do get a lot of accidents and medical calls. But it sounds like probably an accident with the amount of sirens I hear. We are close to Pacheco Pass, which is a major road that always has horrible, horrific accidents on it. Oh, and hello to my California girls, especially my new friend from Capitola. Hi there. Yes, I grew up going to Seacliff State Beach. We had a family house there, have a family house there. Well, my cousins own it now, but my parents and the rest of them used to own it together. Yeah, and I know Santa Cruz, Capitola, Seacliff, the whole Rio Del Mar was my favorite beach ever. My kids grew up going there. So she says she knows my town very well. So welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. So now we have these lovely little cards to stick in here. These are perfect. Ooh, good guess, right? I wasn't sure. So we have filled up our pockets. They are full. We've got it like this. Now we can keep this closed with a paper clip. You could wrap a ribbon around it. We could put a ribbon at the top. Let's see what I've got in my ribbon pack. Whoops. Ribbons down, ribbons down. I think I like that one. Or maybe this one. Lighter or darker, guys? Lighter or darker? Oh, the lighter one kind of disappears. I kind of want it to stand out a little bit. This poor ribbon bundle has seen better days. Let's just take the thing off of it. I like to keep the band on it so I know what the color is. So when I reorder from Erin, I get the right color. Okay, so I'm gonna thread this through, create a loop, pull it through the loop. I put my loop in the back, pull it out, and I'll show you why in a minute. Okay, then I take the front ribbon, and I make a loop over my thumb. I pull another one over the other one, and I create my bunny ears. And there you have it. Oh, it's caught. Okay, that is how you do it, but I have a hot mess there. Let's try this again. It's hard to do this with this open. Can you see what it's kind of in my way on this side? Okay, did I get this longer than that side? Of course I did. Well, no, not really. Not by much. I'll just cut a little bit off. It seems a bit long on this side. And we have a pretty little bow at the top. Isn't that sweet? Now, if you were not crazy about that, let me see if I can get to the things I need to get to. You could put a paper clip on it or one of these clips. Oops, that's not going to work. So we'd clip it from this side maybe. There you go. What do you think of that? Pretty cool, right? So that's today's project in a nutshell. Now you could use, like I said, whatever you want to use. If you want to use flowers or other types of images is just fine, right? You don't have to use the ladies. I just am building stash for a project that involves all these lovely ladies. So I'm always make sure I have a few of those in everything I do. But I mean, you could definitely use one of these on the front of one of these envelopes. In fact, what do I have that I could use on this shabby chic one? Do I have one I would like on the front of that? A couple of those might work that I could use on the front of that. Ooh, let me see. What have I got here? I've got some really pretty ones here. Let me see. Oh, I can hear Misty outside my door. She wants lunch. She's a fussing away, that girl. Misty's my kitty cat. She's a very large, part tuxedo, part tabby. So she's a big kitty. Her daddy's a giant tuxedo cat. Giant, giant. Let's see what I have in the middle size. She's just sitting outside that door, making as much noise as she possibly can. She wants to make sure I know she's there, right? These are just getting progressively bigger. And then the rest of these, no, you know what? I didn't have as many little bits in there as I thought I did. I thought I would have more of those cards in there, and I know I have more of these elsewhere. I just can't remember where they are, you know, but these are my porch prints. Huh. Okay. Well, for now, I mean, I could, here, let me just do it. Let me just do it. Instead of fussing around, let's just get her done. Okay, so I would want it to right about there. I'm going to use my and of course I cut that crooked. Well, what the heck? There we are. It's a little wide, so we're going to cut those off. Let's see if that fits on there. It sort of does. All right, let's do it this way. I'm doing this from fairly far away, so it's hard for me to see if what I'm getting here. I'm looking to see what else I have. I like this one's pretty too. My guess is I'll have to cut this one down as well. Well, no, not really. I think I can just leave it. I don't have to do anything to it except around the corners. So we're good there. Yay. So let's get our corner rounder. You know, this thing, I swear, it's becoming another appendage. It's always in my hands. Excuse the big breath. These allergies are making it hard for me to get enough oxygen. Stuffy nose all the time. No, I'm not sick. At least not that kind. Well, for those of you who are close to me and who ask on a regular basis, I did get my test results back. They were not pretty at all. So the second set came back and they were worse than the first set. So, don't know. Don't know what we're going to do. At some point I may share with you what they're feeling is going on, but I'm not quite ready to do that. So, and it depends whether I decide to go see the specialist. The doctor's really pushing me hard to do that. And the specialist she wanted me to see is an hour away. So she recommended a closer one. Well, we haven't been able to because Greg has shingles and he can't drive and I don't drive. So I can't drive on my medications. So, you know. So we got to see about getting to somebody local here. Apparently he's not as good, but I could try him just to see what I think. And if, you know, just to get, I want a second opinion is what I want. I really don't, you know that he would be the doctor for me, but I'm very particular about my doctors. And this is going to sound bad, but I do not get along with male doctors. They tend to head pat you. And I dislike that immensely. And they always want to undo everything your other doctors took so long to figure out, you know, which always irritates me. So, yeah, no. So we want some paper over here. Let's see, was there anything on here? I thought I saw like a little something I could put on that side, but I don't really see. I mean, I just see a little card, but I was thinking something to cover it. So let me get, oh, we had that other paper we were working with, right? This paper. Ooh, here's a pretty pink piece. I just kind of want to cover up a little bit of the envelope opening. It bugs me. I don't know why, but it just does. And this is embossed lightweight cardstock. And it's like my favorite. Oh, I didn't cut it enough. Of course not. And I do want to ink the edges a little bit. And I am going to clip the edges a little bit. But I have to be careful because when you emboss some of these cards, they kind of tend to fall apart. But if you're going to glue it down, it's fine, right? It has no problems with that. But if you were just going to use it, I think you would have an issue. So I'm using Victorian Velvet just to make it show a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to even ink that. It just wants to tear it apart, so that's probably not the best idea. And then I'm just going to glue that on there. Just for pretty's sake, right? This is a piece of scrap paper that I embossed that I thought would be fun to use. You would glue it down so you would never see the back of it, right? And what might be on there. And of course, we can add lace and all kinds of goodies on there, which we can go back and do for like this one. Now, this one, I did not put something that stands up like a card. So you see the difference. You just have like a little envelope with pockets, or you have like, and you could just close this and make that an envelope if you didn't have an image here that you liked. But I can certainly put a little tab on it, which I was just thinking, yeah, I couldn't I? Do I have my tabs here, or are they somewhere else too? Nope, they're here. Okay, so I was thinking maybe I could put, see, I don't have any pink embossed, do I? No, I don't, but there's one. It's a kind of a different color. So what we can do with this one is we can absolutely ink that, right, and make it pink. And when you run this over the embossed area, it brings up the print. And there's a little, I don't know if you can see, but there's a rose on there. Let me see if I can get it closer to the camera. Let me show you. Oh, come on. There you go. See how that rose is there? And when I put the ink on it, it brings it up, which is what I'm doing here, is to just turn it pink, basically. Since I don't have a pink piece of cardstock cut and embossed. But you know what I think I'm going to do? I've been thinking about this. I'm going to emboss some pink cardstock and cut myself some whale tails. I think that'd be cool. So what I'll do here, now the only problem with this is I could end up closing my pocket doing this. So let's be careful how we do this. What I can do is just glue it, like, but not glue it closed so that you can still get in there. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like normally I would put the glue like clear into this, but what I'll do is I'll just put the glue on the very edge to give the envelope freedom for you to stuff it, right? I think I need to put more glue in my bottle. It feels like I might be running out. Huh. It's not like I use it or anything. I never use it. I don't know what the problem is. So instead of gluing it closed at the top like I normally would do, I'd normally close that. See, we're just going to do that. And you could still get into your pocket. See, we're still got pocket space. There we go. And we could take and put a little eyelet in there and hang a little charm on it if we would like, right? Oh, speaking of charms, guess what? I got new charms. I got to share. I got some new beautiful, oh, look at these silver charms. There's like 20 different kinds of, I won't show you all of them, but look at these. Are they not gorgeous? Look at these. They're so pretty. I think 10 different kinds. I don't know if there's 20, but anyway, I'm just showing you some of them. Yeah, there's a lot of those in there, isn't there? And then we have those, which I love that they have the black look there. Look at that. Isn't that cute? So, I mean, you could definitely hang one of those off there for sure, right? So, got those in. These are going to be in the shop, so definitely you can go over and look and see. Oh, what one do I want to put on there? I want to put one on there. I love that hanging one. Maybe we'll do the hanging one. I don't know if it's too big. That's the only thing. I'm not sure. Oh, we also got in, where'd it go? Oh, leaves. All different color leaves. These will be in the shop as well. And there's 4 or 5 colors of gold, antique gold. This is an antique. And then, you know, we have the copper / rose gold. So these are a beautiful leaf, and they would be really pretty. Let me grab one. I'm going to put one with this. I think it'll be really pretty. Look at that. And it's on a cloth to keep them from turning color, and also to polish them if you want to polish your charms. So these will be in the shop. Oh, yes. Let me get, I'm going to want a silver one, I think. Yep, I want a silver one. I've got stuff everywhere, guys. This is so hard. Oh, yeah, and I also have these. Now, I could decorate with this, too, because I've got some of my friends' beautiful flowers. I was hoping there was a little one in here, but they're all pretty good size. I don't think there's any tiny ones. Let me see. They might be a little too dressy for this. Well, maybe not. I kind of like that on there. It's a really bright pink, though. Kind of like that. I think I'll put that on there. I'm just adding a little bit of pink to the edge there. Okay. Let me put this on. I forgot to see what time it was when I started, so I'm going to have to go check in just a minute here. Oh, look at that. Lovely. I do want to glue down, and I know this will glue it down. It just takes longer to dry than the fabric tack, but it will work. If you leave it alone for a couple minutes, boom, it's dry and it works on. I put all of my lace on with that before I started using fabric tack. I was having troubles with the fabric tack, so I didn't really want to use it. And so I got Fabric Fix, which I do better with. Now, I think I like this one in the front. I think there's a front and back to these charms, so. Now we need a little hole. And I feel like we need a, hold on a minute. Oh, I gotta stretch my legs. Oh, it feels good to get up. I have to go get my eyelets and hopefully not knock down all my other charms and things. Ooh, that would be bad. Anyway, there's a lot more charms. I just don't have them all where I could show them to you, but like I said, I got a bunch of new ones, but these two were right here on my desk, so I thought I would share them with you. Let's get a shiny silver one to go with those. I mean, I could use the rose gold if I was using a rose gold charm. I do have rose gold charms. I don't have to use a silver one, but I love the rose. I don't know if I have a rose in the rose gold. Let me see. me see if I can find my rose gold charms. I have leaves, but I don't see, I'm not going to bring it to the table. Do I have a, no, I've got hearts and trees and all kinds of fun stuff in the rose gold charms, but, and we had them in the shop for sale. They're all sold out, the rose gold charms. I don't know if Jolene wants to get them again or not. They were kind of a mixed variety, yet kind of a wide variety of rose gold charms. I'm kind of, you know, letting her figure out what she wants to carry in the shop. I do the initial, whatever I'm using, I say, hey, do you want to put these in the shop for everybody? And sometimes she'll put them in, and sometimes she decides not to. So it's totally up to her. Well, and also if you guys request something you see me using and you say, hey, can we get this? Then, you know, she'll try her best to see if she can get a hold of it. If it's not sold out. A lot of times if I use something, you know, people go try to find it elsewhere, or it just is a popular item in general for crafters, and so it disappears. So there you have it. You know, I know I need to get a ring because that just never works. You need to have a little ring and then put it on the ring, but you get the idea. I think I just like the silver without the rose gold leaf. Yeah, not liking the rose gold leaf at that, but it's cute. I mean, it's cute in its own right, just... Anyway, so that's that one. We don't have any little cards in there yet. Let me see how much time I have. If I want to do any more or finish decorating. Maybe I should just finish these. Yeah, 46. We're getting there. So let's then finish these and finish decorating. I think I want to get some of these cute little cards to put in there, and then we'll add some lace and we'll just decorate those too. So we've done a shabby and a Victorian Regency era. No, that's Victorian, that's not Regency. Regency is the straight gowns, I believe, under the bust. The Jane Austen is a Regency era. Victorian is before that. There's Elizabethan and Edwardian. Oh my gosh, there's so many eras. I get them all mixed up, but you know, if I have time to think about it, I probably can tell you what's what. I used to know so well. Okay. There's two little cards to put in there. There's another little one there. Let's throw that away. What I was going to do was to show you with this little one was that we could put these in here. And then you have this lovely guest check pocket. And you could put this pocket inside that pocket, which actually would probably look best with that one, you know, more than anything. Now, I noticed I kind of don't like these corners, so I'm going to do my thing. And I'm going to round them a little bit. I'm going to take that sharp edge off. It doesn't hurt it at all to do that, if I can get it in there. The tab made it real hard to get it in there. So, and then I'm going to kind of re-ink the corners there. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so then you could put that in there, and you have a wonderful piece to put in your journals. Wonderful piece or pieces. So let me finish what I was doing here. I got sidetracked, sorry. I do bounce around a lot. I apologize. I know that drives some of you crazy, but it's just the way I work. These are always process videos. Not tutorial, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is how you do it. Pre-made, everything tutorials. I don't do those very often. Once in a while. I have a pretty good one, I think, for my flip-flop journal. Well, not my flip-flop journal, but the flip-flop journal that I like to make. The flip-flops were originally designed by Leslie at 507 Willow House Journals. Okie dokie. Mommy. No use doing these unless I've got them all done, right? I just want to make sure they're completed and ready to go in, and then these pieces are done, so I don't have to go back and finish them later. It's sort of hard to get back to things, I have to tell you. So, oh, isn't that cute? So we have the cute little card there. And one over here. And I think we have... yeah. I have some of these lovely... I don't think any of these Paris pieces... Does that one go in there? No, too big. No, but that will. That'll fit in there. Put that in there. In one of the pockets. Speaking of stamps, this is one of my favorites right here. I love this stamp. I don't even know where I put it. Where it lives. Probably in my stamp drawer somewhere. For a while there, I was using it on everything, so it was a big one for me and all of my ladies' journals. But I thought I'd just stick that in there with that. There you go. Isn't that pretty? And then let's get some laces. I have lace here, there, and everywhere. A couple different colors. No, that's not pink. Oh. Sorry, I had to get a drink of water. My mouth got any drier. It was worse than the Sahara Desert there. I'm looking for something specific. 1 minute. I know I have more of this lace that I like to use, but I don't know where I put it. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Did I use it all up? I didn't think I did. Well, what if I used it on my last video? Oh, just a minute, guys. I'm looking for a lace I want to decorate that with, but I am not finding it. Uh-oh. Okay, see, after this video, I'm going to have to do a pink lace hunt. Where is my pink lace? There should be more, a couple more packages of that little pink lace that I like. Bummer. Okay, well, I'll use one of these others. I am going to run out of time, though, at the rate I'm going here. This has a slight pink tinge. I just don't know where I want to put it. I think I want to put it there. Let's get some scissors. What are you guys up to? Anything exciting? What are you doing this week? What's your week like? You should see this midweek. Maybe Tuesday night or Wednesday. Not sure. Depends when it loads. What we have time to do. Lately, we were having a really hard time getting it to load. I mean, it would not load. So we missed the deadline on a couple of them. That's why they showed up at a weird time. Because we're having trouble getting our videos to load. So, and it happens because I'm not making more than one video a week. Right now, I haven't been. So I'm going to try to get back to more. I have to get back into the algorithm and on the in line. I got to get in line. I got to get in line. I'm going to go all the way up and down. Again, you know, it's funny. If you're not posting a lot of videos, it takes a really long time to load unless you're doing like a TikTok kind of thing that's real peppy, happy, and upbeat. You know, they load pretty quick, but if we're doing regular videos and they see we're doing regular videos, then we get in line first. We don't have to wait behind the 8 million other ones. But when I'm not doing enough videos, yikes. So I just step up my game a little bit. I have another fun project for you this week too. Just a little one. Oh, that looks lovely. Yeah, do you like that? I hope so. I hope you think it's lovely too. Adding a little lace makes a huge difference. And I gotta see if I've got any more of this lace. This is vintage, very vintage. I've got stuff on my hands here, guys. Excuse me for a minute. I got ink or something, and I don't want to get it on that pink that I'm working with. This hand sanitizer will take it off. It'll also clean your board here. Oh, I've been getting all of my glue off. I'm really excited. Couldn't find anything else that worked on it that well, so I'm really happy. Let me get some pearls out. Oh, Mr. Great got to get well so I can get some shopping up in the big cities and get some pearls and things that I need. These I can't order online. I have to go to Michael's or Joanne. I mean, not Joann's, Hobby Lobby or Michael's, Carrie's. This is a Hobby Lobby pearl that I love using. Pearl and bling. And, you know, I need to get up there and see if they even still carry it. They might not. So, there we go. What do you think of that? Cute little thing, huh? That's a cute little project. And then you have your little pocket with all your little goodies in it, right? We have goodies in there. And we have goodies there. So, there you go. And then we have this one, which needs some lace, doesn't it? What time do we have? Do we have time? Oh, I could probably get some lace on that one. I could probably get a little bit on there. Anyway, excuse me, I'm going to stand up again. I have my really fine little laces here that I would like to use up there. So let me, this is vintage. Or do I want like the frilly one? No, I kind of like this one. I think this is the one I want. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I don't want it to be gathered, so I'm going to cut it off the binding that it's on. Come on, this stupid chair. Ugh. Hold on. Guys, I'm going to go back to my old chair. It's so pretty. It's pink. It's beautiful. Tufted in the back. Love it. But the wheels are horrible. This is the second chair I've had that just does not slide across your floor. And then they end up breaking because you're pushing them too hard. So I don't know if I like this now that I've cut it apart. Oh dear. Well, let's see. I'll try it on there and see what I think. No. Now that I did all of that, here, let me cut that off. I'll put it in my lace box and work with it later. I've got a pile on my desk here, guys. I'm not going to be able to clean it up, that's for sure, until I finish this project. So, not what I wanted. Not at all. All right. Just not antique-y enough. Is that a word? It is now, right? Okay. See, I want something more like this. Yes, I found it. Of course, I don't have a lot of it. I'm going to have to go looking for some more of these. Little tiny laces are really hard to find. I got to go looking for some. I know who has them. I just need to go look at my order forms and see where I bought them. Go look at my Etsy orders and see where I got them from. And go check the shops. Because we don't have these little teeny tiny ones in our shop. I don't think. Well, we have a little white one. Which I could just dye. Dye the lace. There we go. Yeah, that definitely gives it its Victorian look, which is what I want, right? So, just do this real quick. I think this is going to send us over just a bit. But nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Get over there. Yeah, I'll probably make another video after lunch so that you guys will have a total of 3 videos this week. I do have one up already, which was our Stack Your Stash. That was number 14 of these Stack Your Stashes. And then this is just a crafting video. This is just craft with me. This is just a craft with me. Get your goodies out and craft with me. There we are. That's nice. I'm pretty happy with that. Just getting rid of that little sharp corner. I didn't round those corners. Now I'm sort of regretting it. So I'm kind of doing it with my scissors a little bit. There we are. And I think that definitely needs a few pearls up the side. Okay. So I'm going to put some right there, and then I'm going to put some up here. Alrighty, there we go. Got it. I'm really happy with these. These are fun and they're adorable. I will probably finish the rest of them off camera and show you in our next video. Sorry I didn't have any to show you today. I never did finish anything that I started last week. All the fabric ones I didn't finish yet, so I've got to go back to those. So what you have is something like this that could go in here, and I would definitely decorate this up, do something on the top, you know, and it could live in there. And then this one, I don't think I have one that goes with that, but I may, you know. But for the pink shabby, boy, that's adorable, isn't it? Do I have another one of these? I thought I did, but anyway. And then we have these. So there you go. There's our project for today. We have some little envelope pocket tags. I think that's what we'll call them, envelope pocket tags. And I hope you enjoyed that and that you will come back and craft with me again this week. And I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday if you see this. Well, no, it might be Tuesday. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And I love you all. I'll see you all very soon. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.